Alright guys, so today we are going to be taking a look at the modified rig Dijeh. So I do actually have the units on the JB version and I do actually have armor as well. So what we are going to do, we will probably run through various co-ops, probably through stage 1, stage 2, and then just to see what kind of performance we are able to get from the modified rig Dijeh. This unit overall is kind of jack of all trade, but it does not excel in any aspect. So I do wonder how this unit will kind of function. So the transcendence skill is actually quite massive because it actually just buffs everything. So look at that. I have never seen a transcendence skill up this massive before. We have literally 7 effects on here, but like I said again, it does everything it does. Like it does everything, but it does not excel in anything it does. So it's kind of a strange phenomenon in a way. In terms of the supporting cast, we have the following. So this pretty much following kind of like the global timelines in a way. Just for the funs and giggles, we will be tossing in the Quibbly because I recently did summon for Harman, so I do actually want to use her. And then we do have the memorial statue new Gundam FF just to kind of spice things up because we do actually need a healer for this team, so that's why I brought him. Other than that, everything else should be self-explanatory. We have the sub-unit going on, so pretty much all of the effects are activated besides the Quibbly because my Blue Destiny Unit 1 and then my Zeta with the what is it, the long rifle, what is it, the mega bazooka launcher, it doesn't have any what is it, potential leash, so no buffs right there. But other than that, let's actually hop into our first co-op and see how the modified rig Dijeh works. Alright, we are just gonna have the configuration as follow. So let's kind of see. Alright, so I often do feel the armor for the modified rig Dijeh is kind of a pioneer pilot in a way for armor. It has a really nice buff. I believe whenever you attack, you actually are stacking damage. So that is always one of the strongest features of armor, or just this pilot specifically. And obviously, as we do progress onto the game lifespan, we are obviously going to be getting more of this pilot that is able to stack up some damage. But this is just a early iteration, but it is already really excellent. So we are almost closing into finishing the boss, so let's just kind of see what kind of damage we are able to dash out. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the EXQ animation. Whoops. We'll do that on the next one because the next co-op should be a little bit longer, because this one, it is obviously quite easy because of the team that we have is pretty stacked even for the phase 1. So we're going to check out the damage first and then we will hop into phase 2. Alright, so I don't know if I would expect the J to do really hot. No, not necessary. It's kind of right in the middle in a sense, so it's not that bad. I'll definitely tell you that. If you were to compare, well, no, this is type advantage, so yeah, all right, but it's not that bad, I guess, in a way. At least it does kind of did a little bit better than the Banshee NTD in a sense, and better than Quibbly at the current point, so that's pretty good. Did not beat Double Zeta, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So let's hop into another setup. Alright, so we will be taking on the Xeon right here. So I think what we will be doing, I think I will actually do this. So let's kind of give you guys a angle of this. So this is how it looks like in the, I guess, if you want to take a screenshot of things. So it looks cool, right? Not that bad. Let's actually do, whoops, can we reset that? There you go. I think that's on. EXQ on for now, off, and then yep. So let's do that first. Yeah, so we want to watch the EXQ first because that's what we should be doing for the first time showcasing out the unit. So I always remember to do it, but for some reason I forget this time around. So let's kind of see. All right. So first up, we have the GPO4. Let's go. Yeah, that's not even a bad animation, I feel like, for the other ones that we have on the roster here. Alright, Quibbly, so that's supposed supposed to be one of our upcoming extreme limited. So I just don't know when we're getting it. Honestly, I have no idea. Maybe later this one. Supposedly, we got this guy as well. So this one is almost lining up where it is released as well. And I don't know if it's gonna be coming out this one or next one. It has to be one of these. It has to be either like late May or late June. It has to be one of them. Alright, there's the Banshee NTD right there. Alright. Wham. That's a lot of damage. And then we have Double Zeta right there. That you guys probably seen numerous times already. Alright. And then lastly, we should have the Rick Dijeh. It is charging relatively slow, so that's kind of unfortunate. Because none of the unit besides the new FF has enhancement. All the other unit are, they shouldn't have anything. No, I take that back. I think Banshee NTD probably has increased EXQ gauge recovery. I could be mistaken, but I think that unit does have it. Alright, so we've seen everything already, so let's actually just take that off. And then I feel like we can probably do a 2x speed. It should be pretty good. But I feel like this overall unit isn't going to be a heavily damage dealer because of the fact that it's a jack of all trade. It has healing and all that good stuff. So I think ultimately this unit is playing on that neutral role where it does everything, but it just don't do much at all. So I think that's gonna be where this unit gonna falls under in a way. So unfortunately, a unit like this is just not going to age as much in a way. So that's definitely the biggest unfortunate, because you kind of have to pick something to be good at, because in reality you would probably most likely have unit that excels in one aspect. That's going to be true in all things. So having unit that's kind of balanced throughout, it just doesn't really make any sense in a way. It's a cool gimmick in a way, but in reality, we just don't need something like that. As a generic, it's easily replaceable. So I do feel like this unit will probably get phased out kind of soon. All right, whenever we get like an actual good purple unit, that is gonna be over. All right, so that's kind of it. 50 mil. So let's kind of see the report. It's not bad. I guess so it's pretty much the same thing as we saw on the other one. It's just this one we have a beefier enemy, so we are able to see on a longer scale how this unit kind of performs. So Zeta is still a exceptional unit to be using actually, so that's pretty surprising. Yeah, that's actually not that bad, I guess, in a way, right? But there you guys go. That's just gonna be a quick showcase for the modified Rig Dijeh. You guys can definitely let me know how you guys feel about the unit. Are you guys gonna be summoning on it or whatnot? But tomorrow I will definitely be going over in a little bit more detail of the unit itself. Kind of it's more to extend my rambling for the unit if you guys want to go for that. But I think generally speaking, I would not really recommend people to summon for this unit, just because of the earlier points I was kind of making. But I'll definitely do like a more formative or a more casual formal rant, not really get like a rant, or just kind of me rumbling along, so you guys can definitely catch that tomorrow. But I'll be catching you guys tomorrow then with the review for the modified Rig Dijeh.